Stangkilr production YouTube channel. As you can see, today is going to be a good video, and the reason why I say that is, well, if you look around, we are in the C7, and we are going to go get it tuned today at Justune in Independence, Missouri. We've done a lot of changes to the Corvette. We have not got the power glide in it yet, but what I wanted to do was go ahead and tune it with the new Pro Speed port injection setup on it. We got a MagnaFuel 750 fuel pump over here pumping in fuel to the rails with some Deechwork injectors with the Pro Speed Pro EFI controller controlling the port injection. Right now we're driving around on just the factory fuel system. The factory fuel system is still going to be used under part throttle and on low boost. Once boost kicks in and we get probably above 7 pounds of boost, that's when the Pro Speed kit is going to start working in with the port injectors. We are going to be back on Ignite E90 racing fuel and no meth. We're not going to have any methanol assistance anymore, which is going to be super nice. Finally, the car's got a lot of fuel now, and as you can see, we're strapped in. We got the RPM roll bars roll cage in. It fits super nice. These Kirky race seats feel amazing. They really do. They fit great. Just super pumped to be driving this car. It's been a while since I've got to drive it, and we got a lot of new stuff. And for the first time in a long time, this car is almost 100% ready to race. The blower on this car is extremely loud. I know it's hard to tell on the GoPro, but I'm talking really loud right now because it's almost hard to hear my own voice. But the car still got everything it came with. It still got AC, heat. You know, I got all my stuff in here. I've taken nothing out other than just the factory seats. But everything that came on this Vet back in 2014 is still on the car as far as the luxury items. So that's one thing that's pretty cool about this car. It's going to be extremely fast, but I'm still going to be able to pretty much drive it like a normal car. If it's 100 degrees outside, so what? We'll roll up the windows, turn the AC on, and go out for a cruise. But other than that, it drives real tame. You know, I don't really notice any difference. It's got a 416 LME motor in it, LT motor. It's got an F1A 94 Pro Charger on it with the Pro Charger air-to-water intercooler setup. Right now it is a 7-speed manual. But like I said, we are taking that out of the car. It is currently the second fastest manual C7 in the country, in the world right now. And it's still not extremely fast. I mean, that was a couple years ago when it made 850 horse. And it went 960 at 143 miles per hour on that pass. And that pass actually was the record breaker. That was the fastest manual C7. And that's all C7s. That's Z06s, Grand Sports, Stingrays, everything. And about a month later, Jeremy with Faster Proms beat the record in his Z06, which Jeremy is where Garrett, aka Cletus McFarland, has his shop. And they have a shop together, so you'll probably see Jeremy a lot on Cletus's videos, tuned in his car and stuff. But that is the guy that broke my record. A fun ride with the manual transmission. Trust me, I would like to keep it in here, but at the same time, I'm trying to go fast. You know, we own a drag racing event, so I want a fast drag racing car, and the power glide that RPM Transmission's doing for me is gonna get me there. This car gets a ton of looks. Saturday when I brought the car home, it was my first time actually driving the car in Kansas City. When I picked the car up from paint, it was snowing, so I just had it trailered home. I didn't want to get all dirty. show got out, so I trailered it home from the car show. And ever since then, it's been over at Vasco Speed getting this cage and some other things done, the parachute. So really, Saturday when I picked it up from Vasco, I just drove it home, and that was my first time driving the car in Kansas City. And the response, just driving it around the roads up here, was insane. So super happy with the turnout of this car and the way it looks, sounds, and hopefully soon the way it runs down the track. This car started as a base model red Stingray Corvette. I bought this car when they were still really new, and I worked at a dealership at the time, and I got my GMS discount on it. And at the time, you know, getting a GMS discount on a new Stingray was awesome. You know, I paid $49,000 for this car, brand new out the door, which, you know, about 6 months later, that was unheard of, because they actually marked the prices up on all Corvettes about a week after I bought this car. So I couldn't have bought it at a better time. You know, now you can buy them that cheap pretty easily, but you know, back when this car was new, it was a hot item. I mean, I had people taking pictures every time I pulled in the gas station. Still do, but it's because it's a lot different than what it was. So what's up everyone? We are at Justune's. We're here with the C7, and we are going to be tuning the car today with the new Pro Speed port injection setup. Trying to get the car tuned and make sure everything is running before we tie everything up and make it look all nice. So before, the car made 1187 to the rear wheels. That was on 93 octane pump gas and methanol. So now we're going to be on Ignite E90 with good fueling, and we're not going to run any meth in the car. It is just going to be straight E90. So hopefully we can surpass the 1200 horsepower mark. It should be able to. It's got an F1A94 Pro Charger blower on there, making about 21 pounds of boost right now.
Man, it's the bad motherfucker. I think it's the coldest bed I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I swear to God.
Appreciate it.
Motherfucker's tough. Look at it. I mean, it speaks for itself. Hey, what you hoping for? Just about what, about 15, 14, 15?
I'm hoping it makes anything over 1200 today.
That's outrageous shit, man. You don't be scared of that type of power, man. That shit crazy, boy. Golly. Anything over 1200, I'm hoping for 600. You hear me, Sandra? You talking about 1200.
Well, it made, before we did this, it made 1187 on 93 octane. Now we're running E90 in it.
1187 is 1200. You know what I'm saying? The thing I like about this vet is how dope it look, and it's stupid, ridiculous fast. That's what the beautiful part of it is. You know what I'm saying? It's immaculate and it's stupid fast. It don't get better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that's what my goal was.
And that's like having a bra with big titties and a big ass with a pretty face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We did just make a couple pulls with the car just to make sure everything was going good. We managed to make 855 horse and 795 foot-pounds of torque on the factory fuel system. So now we can go through there and put the port injection stuff to work with the Pro EFI software from Pro Speed. So it should be able to make a lot more power. Is this your first time tuning
Yes,
with Pro EFI?
just in general.
Okay. We're in trouble. All right, so we finally got the tune file from Pro Speed Auto Sports. So we're getting the file loaded in on the Pro EFI right now, making some changes, and we're going to do a pull, see if the port injectors are actually working like they should be, and we should be good to go from there. Did the update work?
Yes, we got 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Oh, okay, okay, he good then. That's what's up.
Alright, so the day didn't go as planned. We need to put a part on the car that we were not told we needed. So we're going to have to order a map sensor for the car, get it wired in for the Pro EFI to work.
It didn't go very good.
It didn't go very good.
All day down the drain.
All day. I'm going to drive the car back home and try it again maybe Thursday or Friday whenever we get the sensor in. Got the C7 back home. The dyno didn't go as planned yesterday, which is fine. You run into those issues whenever you're working with, you know, all this stuff we added on the car. There's a lot of new stuff on it, a lot of stuff a lot of people just haven't had experience with. At the end of the day, we did not realize that we needed a second map sensor for the car, for the Pro EFI Pro Speed box that's down there that's controlling the injectors. So couldn't find one in town, so I went ahead and overnighted one. So we should have it tomorrow. We're going to wire it in and then hopefully get back to the dyno tomorrow or Friday. You know, rigging this, rigging that, you know, trying to get something to work. It just didn't happen for us yesterday. It just wasn't our day. So we're going to get the right parts on the car, take it back to the dyno, and hopefully have some better results. And I have a feeling this car is going to make some serious power. It made 900 horsepower without meth, without any assistance. That's when it ran out of fuel. It made 800 and I want to say 50 something horsepower without adding any extra port injection, without adding any methanol. So that was like at 5100 RPMs with no timing in it. So this car is going to make some serious power with this extra fuel, the Ignite E90, and get this thing running great. And take it to RPM Transmissions. They'll put the Power Glide in it, and boom, we are ready to go drag racing with this car and hopefully break some C7 records with it.